Back everybody to another interesting. I got the webcam on, isn't that crazy? Yo, it's like I'm copying Doom Raider a little bit, and I kind of did this. The reason why I did this is a special day. We got some cool stuff to go through with these patch notes, right? But I also wanted to give a shout out back at Doom Raider for shouting me out on his last video, and I wanted to do a video kind of similar to the way he did his video, just to kind of like show appreciation. So if we could give a little bit of a nice little heartwarming welcome for our boy Doom Raider, woot woot, right? That's great, right? So today I actually want to do a live oh, I'm peaking. I'm going way too loud here, way too loud. I'm watching these levels and they're going through the roof. Do a live update on the there's a new DomiNations update today out right now for Android, and then a few hours following there'll be an update available for the iOS guys. But I wanted to show you guys just what's kind of going on, so that later on in the day you have an idea of what kind of goals to work towards for the troops that you want. So essentially, the way this is working is that we got a new factory level that we can upgrade to. This is really cool. It's going to be 260k oil, which is falling in line with what we've seen from Atomic Age. Atomic Age, there was two factory levels, and I think one was at like 230k and 240k oil, so you had to upgrade your oil refinery, of course. There was two tanks as well. I like heavy tanks, so I'm going to be talking really about the heavy tanks, but there's a lot of stuff here to go through, so we'll see what happens here. But 260k oil, 14.5 days. This will probably take you about, if you had the oil for it, probably like 1900 crowns, I think, to crown this straight on the spot. As you can tell, I am actually upgrading my oil refinery right now, so I need to calculate how many crowns it's going to take me, but it's probably going to take me around 3,500 to 4,000 crowns for this, I think. If something like that. I don't know if the math is wrong, but we'll see what happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get right in and look at the new I'm working on this bomber. Like, no one actually is, like, I don't think, besides the guys who max out, no one actually cares about this except me. This is my baby though. This is how I get around on my this is my personal jet. It's beautiful, right? So I have the max stats for RPGs, and I don't have the max stats for APCs hit points wise, just because I don't have the Catherine, the other 4 levels of hit points on Catherine done. And then for heavy tank MKs, whatever, I don't have like all the Leo stats, but it'll still show kind of what's going on here. So we can look at, I'll do the RPGs first, because I know I got the max stats for those from university and obviously upgrades and stuff. So it's about a 10% increase. So 38 damage on 374, that's a little bit over 10%, and it's 10% accumulated stats, not base stats, right? So all the stats from university, from previous bonuses from library, all that incorporated into like one, that's what we're getting here, is 10% of that. So people were saying that they're purposely going in and increasing the stats for like those German players out there. Well, they're just giving us what they owed us. See, Atomic Age had 2 factory upgrades, right? And so it's kind of like CWA was Atomic 1.5 until this release, because now we have our own power spike. We have two levels of each factory unit. So now CWA is not just a 1.5, but just another recreation of Atomic. It's its own power spike. So that's what this is. This is really cool. So we got 10%. You can see the stats here, 10% increase. The APCs, the huge thing here is the -1 second deployment cooldown. So you drop these bad boys, and 2 seconds later you got three goons coming out of it, ready to start, slinging that stuff. They're about to murder things, right? So I like the look of this. This looks like, honestly, it reminds me a little bit of like the Hulk smash theme they have going on, like that, or some mutant ninja turtle looking, and it's like orange and green. It's got the like crackling look on it, like the ground shaking, ground breaking kind of thing going for it. I like it. I think it's pretty stylish. Train cost, all that doesn't matter, but obviously, like, look, damage per second 25, it's 244, a little bit higher than 10%, just a smidge. Hit points should be at, it's about 10%, and then just the big thing is a -1 second. So it's huge. I don't actually have the whatchamacallit, the oil requirements for these, but I will show that later in the video, or I'll edit that in somehow so y'all can see. All right. You got the MRL MK2s. You know, these are peddly as well. That they're cute. You know, it is what it is. I actually haven't upgraded these, but I would assume a 10% increase. So at what, 98? So they're probably gonna add another 9 healing to that. You know, they're probably gonna give it another 300 hit points. They're probably gonna, you know, just is what it is. This thing's gonna get a little bit beefier. This is the big one I'm looking at right now. Like I said, I do not have max Leo stats. Okay, so if I have to like show that to you guys by editing this in and putting in my like what I got for Leo stats, I don't have max stats. But if you did have max stats, you would get these stats. I did that just for editing purpose, but I'll edit that. I'll edit in a what the actual stats are. And then so yeah, I got 47,000. I get 4,763 or whatever. It's a little bit higher than 10%. Damage as well, 2,720, a little bit higher, smidge higher, and then you know, everything else just follows the way it is. I'm excited about this. It'll make I think this will make World Wars a little bit easier for heavy tank guys. I definitely noticed a huge improvement on my times and my just how much damage and how fast I was clearing the base when I went from 0 out of 10 stats on Leo to 5 out of 10. I noticed a huge difference. I was able to clear bases like even just starting 20 seconds faster minimal. So that was really nice. And then obviously, I mean, I don't have these guys upgraded because I don't use these, you know, the armor card, but I'll show you guys what the all right. And now, let's talk about the university, guys. The newest leader, Hannibal Barca. Dude, I like what he's wearing. I like it. It looks pretty sick. I hope that's an elephant archer elephant in the background. I hope that's what we're getting, because, you know, we need more elephants in this game. I like what Doom said, where it's like, whenever I go attack a war base, the one thing I always, like, think about is I need just more elephants in my attack, and I need more elephants on defense. I just need to roll up to that stronghold and have them post up like that. That's just what I need. So, you know, more elephants makes the game go around, I guess. This game is slowly becoming Jumanji, slowly. So we got mercenary damage, which is really nice. To be really good. I've got Atomium on, so this is gonna obviously have probably, I don't have Leo done, so it's gonna have what most of you all would, you know, consider like the best discount on time that you can get. So this is really cool. So 15% damage, or 15% damage here. Mysterious fragments here. We got the 15% fragments increased. The percentage of mysterious fragments received in battle. So yeah, that's cool. I'm actually probably gonna upgrade that first. Then we got War Academy Tactics upgrade cost. So this is when you go to your armory and you upgrade your War Academy Tactics. They will take less resources now to upgrade, which they usually take food. So less food is great, right? It's wonderful. We have the next one, which is War Academy Tactics training cost. I messed up the first time with this. So shout out to Yemen from Bacon Ninjas, I think, who pointed this out. All this means is that it reduces the cost taken to train them. So I think to this menu, so like first aid, that'd be like 15% off whatever, 31,000 and 15% off of that, right? So it'd be like, I don't know, like 4,000 like food off of that. So it'd be, you know, so it's just like it's taking the cost and it's reducing the cost, you know, so good. Decreases the time of upgrading war tactics. This is yeah, the same thing. So we got the cost decreased, the training time decreased, and now we got the upgrading time decreased, which is really good. 15% off. That's a nice little buff there. It's cute. Yeah, it's just 15%. It's adorable, but it's okay. We like it the way it is. Reduces the number of citizens required to upgrade this building by 1. So fort right now takes 8 people, and I think this change was effective after, yeah, global age. I think global age was, I don't remember. I know atomic it was 8, I think. I know CWA was 8. Okay, you know what? I don't even know what I know anymore, but I know CWA was 8, okay? So I'll take 7 people there. That's fantastic. Reduces the number of citizens required to upgrade this building, which is the War Academy. So War Academy will now take 3. Fort General upgrade time. This is huge. 30%. Decreases the time of upgrading generals. 30%, right? Let me tell you how big this is, okay? upgrading level 20 to level 30 generals, instead of taking 3 days at 30%, it'll take like 2 days and like 2 hours or something like that. Okay? Something like that. 2 days, 1 hour, 2 days, 2 hours, 2 days, 3 hours, something like that. Okay? It's not 33%, which is 1/3. It's a little bit less than 1/3. So it'll be like, like you can literally go from level 20 to level 30 now in 3 weeks, which is, with this, it's huge. So I definitely plan on getting this far down and then just grabbing this and cranking it up. I don't care how much. I would assume this would probably cost oil. That's just the assumption. And I don't know, because obviously I haven't gotten this far, you know, what kind of resources we're looking at for all this other stuff. But, you know, for general upgrade costs. So generals are going to take less now to upgrade. This is going to have 10 skill levels, so it'll take 30% less cost, right? So like a maximum general would take like 260k oil, I think, to upgrade, or 265k oil to upgrade, right? You got your Notre Dame, you got your university, so you got, like, that's 21% off right there. With this is 30%, literally 51% off generals. So those guys that have all of that in place right there, have the university, have this and that all going for them, they're gonna have 51% off. So instead of 265 or whatever that is, 51% would be what, 130 something for a max level general if you have all 3 of these things done. That's huge, I think. That's actually insanely huge. That's a massive, massive. And especially when they start doing these, like they had over the weekend, they had the 50% off general upgrade cost decrease. What you do is you go out and you buy yourself like $300 in crowns, and now that we have the 30% off upgrade time, with this, the cost is going to go down now another 30%. You're literally going to be able to, with like $100 worth of crowns, take a general from one general from probably level 20 to level like 40 something. If you grind out the oil for those 3 days, you could do that. Take one general up like 20 some levels. That's huge. I really like what they're doing. They're trying to make it, you know, a lot more, so that we're not sitting there waiting forever for these generals to finish and for them to cost so much. They're giving us a lot of tools to deal with that. Mercenary hit points. Really like this for the tank destroyers. I think that tank destroyers right now, they just deal a lot more damage than I think they deal more damage than heavy tanks do. And then this will just make them like survive longer, especially with the Selassie defenders, the Maori stuff, and like the bunkers spawning those heavy tanks that are super boosted, right? This will help those mercenaries just survive long. This just kind of helps that when you drop the mercs down, you don't just, you know, your mercenaries can live longer, your gens can live longer. Mercenary, obviously, hit points don't affect generals, but, you know, you get the point. General hit points, yay! This is 30% right here. I love it. I actually love this. This is good. You know, like I was saying, level 60 general, you know, 90,000 hit points for like a Churchill. So 30% wouldn't be 30% with it, but like what he has accumulated, it would be 30% of the base. I would say probably another 20,000 hit points right there for him. So like that's gonna be huge. And then obviously we got the capstone, and it unlocks Hannibal as a level 21 general on an elephant. And so he comes out level 21, right? See what happens with that. I would expect, you know, I would expect some of these to cost oil for sure. 57 skill levels, and a starting point is they all start at 1 day 4 hours with Atomium. So I would expect these to take I would expect something like this to take you, I don't know, a month or 2 months to finish if you didn't crown. More than that, right? A month? No, maybe 2 to 3 months without. Oh, maybe I'm playing it too high. Maybe it's 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months without crowns to finish this, because it's 57, and if they're already starting at 1 day each, maybe the later ones will get will be longer days. You know, will take longer times, but who knows? Who knows? One last thing I want to talk about on this patch is there's a new building. There's a new building. Is it a new build? Where is it at? Where did they put this thing at? Alright, welcome back. So here we are. And as you can see, we're about to hit a multiplayer base. I think I can just make it through this. He's a global. I should be fine. There should be, like, the generals will probably have to decoy that. But I should be fine hitting this base. The SAMs aren't really going to hurt. There might be traps. Who cares? Whatever. So I hit this guy, 209 global. It'll be fine. And so I think what's going to happen here is it told me what I would get, the extra boost that I would get. from 5-starring this base. And so here we have a destroyed base, and you see the domination bonus that I got 5 stars. So it gave me what it told me it would give me at the very beginning. And this is going to replace the like before, when you destroyed a base, it would give you like a all gold bonus, all gold buildings bonus destroyed, all food buildings bonus destroyed, and all oil buildings bonus destroyed, right? And it would give you a set like amount. Now it's based on stars gained through the battle. So obviously I hit this guy, and so because I got 5 stars, it gave me the full, the full benefits of all that. And it seems like the amounts are a little bit higher. I don't know. I'll edit in the like a global hit end result and from a previous like stream or something, and you can compare notes and see how that changed. But yeah, that's pretty much that. And somehow I still can't on my account get the archive up. So, maybe I'll leave that to like Doom or No Velcro Shoes when they do their stream their videos of this, that they can actually show you how that works. Thanks again, guys, for watching the video. If you like what you saw, click the like button. If you want to leave a comment, go ahead and leave a comment. I read those. I like to engage with you guys. And subscribe to the channel if you want to see more content. Click on the little bell notification there, and it'll let you guys know when I'm going live or uploading a video. Speaking of going live, I will be going live sometime tonight with a few people, sometime around 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Have not set a time because people have schedules, got to work around it. You know how it is. And we'll be doing just conversation among us, what we think about the patch. I will be going through a crap ton of artifact fragments, and one thing that we didn't talk about in this video, because it was already as long as it is, was the new benefits from the artifacts. So I will be crafting building up some fragments today, and then when we get there tonight, I'll go ahead and craft some fragments or craft some artifacts, and you can see what we get. As well as I like to shout out again Doom Raider. He's a really good close friend of mine. Want to leave a link to his channel in the description. I know he probably will be posting a video. Maybe he will. I hope he does. And then No Velcro Shoes, which I think will also be posting a video. He's also a good other friend. And so leave a link to their channels in the description. Go check them out. And guys, I will catch you guys later tonight. Remember, this is the time to be heavy tanking. So go out there, become a heavy tanker, watch the videos, learn how it's done, and go master the art of heavy tanking. All right, guys. Gotta catch you guys later. Bye.